let us have a reality check. In the last 20 years, nearly 3 lakh farmers have ended their lives by ingesting pesticides or by hanging themselves. Maharashtra state alone, with 60,000 farmer suicides, tops the list. 41 farmers commit suicide every day, leaving behind scores of orphans and widows. The suicide rate among Indian farmers was 45% higher than the national average, according to the 2011 census. India loses 2,035 farmers every day to other sectors, said a study by Indian NGO Center for Study of Developing Societies, and about 76% are ready to quit agriculture for better jobs. The primary reason for this sad state is because most farmers fall into a vicious debt trap from which they do not see any escape. A lot of this can be attributed to the chemical farming technology. Let us see how. An average farmer with around 5 acres of cultivated land spends around 40,000 rupees per year on chemical fertilizers and pesticides, which reduces the return on investment. Farms using chemical fertilizers are more prone to pests, insects, and diseases, which increases costly labor spent on the farms by around 40%. Soil of farms using chemical fertilizers become hard and less porous over time, reducing its water retention capacity, leading to more water and electricity required for irrigation. Deterioration of health of farmers over time due to hazardous fertilizers and pesticides during farming. This leads to more spend on personal health. All of these factors have an adverse effect on the return on investment for the farmer, ensuring farming to be a loss-making occupation. The fact is, use of chemical fertilizer in farms is so widespread today that Indian fertilizer industry has become the third largest in the world in terms of production. Firstly, we have the 4 wheels of zero-budget natural farming, which starts with the technique of Bijamrita, or the seed treatment technique. This is an ancient technique which was used by Indian farmers to treat seeds before putting them to use. It basically removes toxins and gives disease resistance to the plant. Second technique is Jivamrita, which is a soil treatment technique. It helps to rejuvenate the soil with useful microorganisms, which play a key role in zero-budget natural farming. The third technique is the mulching technique, which helps preserve soil fertility and creates a conducive environment for microbial and other biological processes to take place in the soil. The fourth technique is Wapasa technique, which is a soil enrichment technique used more for tree plantations. Zero-budget natural farming also uses natural insect and pest management formulas which can be used as and when required. The 3 techniques are Agnyastra, Brahmastra, and Nimastra. Zero-budget natural farming, as the name implies, does not require any investment whatsoever for any of the techniques. They are made from locally available ingredients, hence, through zero-budget natural farming, there is a direct financial savings from not using commercially sold chemical fertilizers and pesticides. It has been found from research that plants grown with zero-budget natural farming technique are more resistant to diseases and pests over time. This decreases the labor required for crop maintenance drastically. Water retention capacity of the soil increases over time, making crops more drought resistant and reduce water and electricity requirement for irrigation. Being a completely natural method, there is no ill effect to the health of the farmer. High return on investment for each crop, as the investment is zero or very low. Additional returns can be derived from adopting companion planting and using monocot and dicot combinations in farming. Almost all of the techniques used in zero-budget natural farming use cow dung or cow urine for its preparation.